Welcome to this latest September episode of the JD Inbox. This package Welcome to this latest episode of the JD Inbox. This cute Japanese package has arrived. Finally, a Japanese package with inside Japanese technology made in Japan, and it's fragile. It contains some photographic technology. I already paid the custom, so let's unbox. Let's unbox it. Open on the right. Opening even this side. Okay, unlocked. This package was held by the Bergamo custom because they were writing me to my ancient email address at interfree.it, but now the package is hopefully is there. Nice ingenious opening. Here is a very cute Japanese. Oh, hello, my baby. This is Japan. Very kind. My name is Satoru. Living in Japan, Japanese. Okay, I will see it as cheap as possible. You. Thank you, Satoru. This is the best and best looking paper present I find inside the package. There is even the kanji Satoru. Okay, maybe it's time to copy this very precious paper in Jolla-Devices. But let's go ahead. This package, okay. There are various items, of course. I will then Zach. I decided to buy this camera, this technology directly from Japan because it was a Japanese technology, and the sum of this used lens, this used camera is empty. This used camera, the total was way lower, even considering the Italian custom. There are various elements. The most important, one of the most important was this Sigma lens, which should be the 30 millimeter. We should be the 30 millimeter. 30 millimeter prime lens. Here is the Sigma 30 millimeter 1.4 DC. Art. Okay, the front is very good. The manual focus is flowing. It's made in Japan. Clean. It's clean. And now, what's this one? These are minor elements. A power cable with the typical wrong format. This is probably the Japanese power outlet, or even USA. Here is this is an option. This was not mentioned in the optional LH68601. It's the anti-lens flare. Okay, let's going ahead. An extra neutral protector filter for the lens. Here is why the lens was so perfect. I don't know if I will use it. And finally the charger, Sigma battery charger BC61, BC61, and one battery. Let's see. This is a Hint Sigma battery pack BP61, 1018-60 mAh, 14 Wh, rechargeable Li-ion battery from Japan. Then there is another element. What's this? This is a surprise. This is an extra. It's from a brand called the Canopus. Oh, it's a bretella. It's the holder. Ooh. It feels real leather. Real leather. Very classy. Very nice extra with the Campis. The grip. It is a grip. And at this point you may understood what camera is. This is the Sigma PG41 made in Japan with AE lock, funk, and 2 battery space, vertical holder. Last but not least, last and more important, a camera, mysterious Japanese technology, a special kind of photography sensor, of CMOS sensor, which is pretty unique, apart Fujifilm, which is doing something different but is not the same. The Sigma mirrorless SD Quattro. This camera is heavier and stronger than expected. Even this open the battery. Let's access to the battery, and there is a second battery, which is another Sigma battery pack BP61. Da, 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 da. This is a very long flange distance for a mirrorless, but at the time Sigma decided to reuse their old SA bayonet, which was for reflex, and between the sensor and the lens we need almost 4 mm. It's the same Canon AF distance. Let's watch the mythical ER filter from, you can see that it's infrared filter. And the dust cannot fall on the sensor. It's already inside. Now let's watch. There is a pixel. There is a little bit of powder which is inside. I said this, but I was too positive. So let's close, release the. Let's watch on the millimeter, on the centimeter scale. The camera is bigger than expected. It's quite large, and it's the SD Quattro. SD Quattro. To note that Quattro is written as in Italy. The Japanese engineer did the strange choice, the particular choice, to name the product as Quattro. Okay, it has power, so let's mount the lens. Powering off. It's a best practice to power off the camera before to mount the lens. Zack. Powering on. There is this particular screen, which I think it's a separate LCD. Auto. Strange behavior. Okay, let's focus a bit. Okay, there is a minimal distance to respect. And of course, I am just testing fastly using a diaphragm of 2. There is a lot of bokeh, but you can even, with this lens, manual focus. And as you see, there is basically a bokeh, an Instagram bokeh effect moving around. Wow, very nice. And the LCD is good enough to see what you will shot. That's a Canon EOS RP for sale. As traditional for Sigma, the setting, even the menu are simple, so simple, with so Canon style, but even simpler. Focus picking. There is a very good focus picking, I see. No? Not much menu. This is my beloved, my old Sigma SD 15. And this is clearly a reflex. You can see the pentaprism here. It's a traditional machine, but just I was thinking that this mirrorless was smaller than this one. Instead, as you can see, this one is larger, more large, more bigger, and it's even taller also. No, yeah, this one is taller because of the pentaprism. But I have to say that the SD15 is still nicer to see. Is more classical. The SD Quattro feels a bit more like, let's mount the grip. You have to look. Watching in this way, feels like a sort of brick, a sort of a rectangle. It's really, even without the paralume, it's feels like the new. Looking on this point, as design, it seems like the new Sigma FP. This is dimension with an extra of big double grip. It's really large. But I have to say that the design with this Sigma Japanese is always at the highest level I see in reflex and mirrorless camera. It's at the Canon level with a bit more extra on materials and weight. You have the second shutter. For some reason it's not working, that's all. You have the shutter. The play button. It's not clear. Play button. As you see, there is behind a real bokeh, because this lens, this 30mm, is particularly wide open with 1.4 opening. I have a free. Wow, wow! I just discovered that I have a free space because I can place one battery there, another battery there, and the other battery is there, and this extra grip is not occupying one place. Very, very good. Let's do a comparison with a Canon EOS RP, which for casual, it was there, sitting there. This is the entry-level mirrorless from Canon, and I was expecting that the SD Quattro was of this seed about. Instead, it's really bigger. It's big, but even if I replace this, even eliminating the grip, you can see how much the OSRP is basically. And this camera is a particular shape, which if you look at the design detail, the grip is completing this strange curve like a puzzle, and the final result is a rectangle. is this one. So this is all the content of this Japanese expedition. That it took 3 days from Japan, from Hokkaido, Tokyo. Then it appeared in Hong Kong. Then Linzburg in Germany. Then Bergamo. But then the custom lost about 9 days on missing the email, etc., etc. But this is a very rich shipment from the good Satoru. That I say thanks, Satoru. He's the people who run Japan Good Goods. It's an eBay seller. I recommend him. And I don't know if I will place a affiliate link in the description. I will test. There is a lot of things. I will test this camera, and also I may reuse. I may even reuse because this is a possibility. I may reuse this test, this 30 millimeters art, which is the new Sigma PAT, New Sigma Global Vision art. And not one of those older crappy, but so good, undervalued, the old Sigma DC from the 2010 around. Of course, I bought a camera which is a pair of model later of this one, and the bayonet, the mount is the same. So watch the magic. The Sigma SD 15 gains a proper lens. Very nice reflex, serious lens. 30 mm, which is industrial enable. This SD15 is a proper match, even if older, with this art lens. And I will do later soon a test to understand if in this Foveon 5 megapixel for free, if this Foveon sensor was limited by this good quality, discrete quality 1815. But I don't think. I think that this was a perfect match. This lens has a higher resolution and is more appropriate for this camera, which is a 24 megapixel, 24 or 26 megapixel. The sensor is a Foveon in this one, but is not a true Foveon 111, where for each pixel, for each pixel there is three colors. There is a red layer, a green layer and a blue layer. This is a particular Foveon with a more complex structure. It's a half path between a traditional biosensor. When you shot, there is a grid, a mosaic chamber grid, and this one, which is like a digital film. The Foveon sensor, Foveon Quattro sensor of this generation of Sigma is in the half, is in the middle. Detail. The Sigma shooter button with the rundella around is still there, and this is a really good design. Is almost the same. Even this one is less easy to be found. I really like this viewfinder, this little LCD, but I see that this LCD is almost is doing the same job, showing the main information, the ISO, the focal point, the mode. It was for sure more useful there, but the project has placed the secondary screen there, is not touch. Nice even this one. This by default there is a holder, a cover, flash cover. Typical Sigma Japanese quality in little detail. On the left side there is the HDMI out, an SS out, a new format, and the micro USB, probably to be charged, or a very nice camera. Very nice camera. I am choosing for the next years for the still, and for the next still life that will came out on Mino Design and on Jolla-Devices site. I am choosing Sigma, this very honest, very precise Japanese brand, because I feel that lately all the Canon stuff, the Canon product, I have some bad feeling about feature. I am choosing the Sigma instead of Canon, which should be the first choice usually, because Canon lately is doing marketing choice on its product, on its latest product, where they are constantly censoring, capping the product in order to avoid internal concurrence like the EOS RP against the EOS R. So this was our first unboxing video, our first impression and unboxing and opening and first testing of this Sigma Quattro and its accessories, the lens, the grip, the Bretella incuoio, and a fast comparison with the Sigma SD15. I will use this camera to do the steels in the next years, so I chose the Sigma brand for my steel. This camera is not capable of filming. This is an old reflex. So I think that for the unboxing and maybe even for the vlog, I will use the Pixel 3a along with the old iPhone 7 because their quality, their 4K quality is just enough, and probably the Pixel 3a has an even 4K very sharp and very detailed. Thanks for watching and bye.